afternoon when a gun was found in a vehicle on campus. Authorities report that a handgun was found after officials allegedly spotted drug paraphernalia in the vehicle, prompting the search. The handgun was not loaded. However, ammunition was found in the vehicle. School officials report that no threats were made to the school or any individuals inside, and that a lockdown of the campus was deemed unnecessary. The principal of the high school says that he is proud of the faculty, staff, and law enforcement on campus, and that safety plans in place work to help students stay safe. The individuals involved in the incident have been identified, and an investigation is ongoing. We'll have more details about that as they become available. Well, detectives with the Nicholasville Police Department have arrested and charged Lana C. Rowland of Wilmore with arson second degree. The investigation commenced after the early morning fire on July 17th that destroyed Rowland's own CNC bakery located at 615 North Main Street. A collaborative investigation involving multiple agencies, including Nicholasville Fire, Nicholasville Police, and the Fire Marshal's Office, and others, led to the discovery of Rowland's involvement in that blaze. Rowland was arrested and has been lodged in the Richmond County Detention Center. At this time, the investigation is considered to be ongoing. On Monday, September the 19th, 2022, at approximately 12:40 a.m., Kentucky State Police Post 13 in Hazard received a 911 call in reference to a shooting on Lico Road in Wootton community of Leslie County. Troopers and detectives responded to the scene and investigated. Preliminary investigations indicate that a domestic disturbance led to several individuals sustaining injuries from gunfire. Eric Sturgill, 20 of Wootton, was pronounced deceased on scene by the Leslie County Coroner's Office. Rodney Fouts, 51 of Wootton, was transported by ambulance to the Hazard ARH, but later transferred to UK Medical Center to be treated for gunshot wounds. Charges are pending based on the conclusion of the investigation. This incident remains under investigation by Detective Robbie Dials. Well, not everyone gets a second chance in life, but one Richmond man has made it his goal to use his to better himself and others around him. With more on this story, here's WBON-TV's Gage Hill.
Corey Cooper grew up as a shy child in Roanoke, Virginia. However, as a teen, Cooper would discover a passion for jam skating. Jam skating is a style of roller skating that incorporates elements of gymnastics and dance. Jam skating would also help Cooper develop a long-lasting friendship.
I had seen someone at my local skating rink, and we actually became longtime friends. He was doing some type of dancing, the skating rink, and it looked like it was basically like somewhat of a form of break dancing on skates. And I would come up to him and ask, hey, how can I learn? How can I move forward with this? Or I'm really interested. I've done gymnastics, and he said, I'll go ahead and teach you. And then that's kind of where that aspect progressed from there.
This friendship would see Cooper travel all across the country performing in regional competitions. Eventually, Cooper and his dance team would find themselves performing in front of large crowds with well-known recording artists.
I had won some competitions, and I had done some stuff. For instance, me and him opened up for a rapper. He was called Fat Joe, and that was at the Pepsi Smash concert in Washington, D.C. We also opened up for the Commodores at Snowshoe Ski and Resort in West Virginia for I think it was their 25th anniversary.
Cooper's trajectory with jam skating seemed to be rising, with a favorable response from America's Got Talent producers. He tells us that he and the rest of the performers in his group had made it through auditions to be selected to be featured on the television program. However, at this time, Cooper's long-standing personal struggles would catch up to him.
And unfortunately, at that point in my life, I was going and battling through some depression. At that time, we had been accepted to possibly move on to live TV, but I already had a probation violation, so I was incarcerated.
Following his arrest, Cooper was ordered to drug court, something he attributes to helping him turn his life around.
I was about to get 8 years, 11 months on my third violation, but the prosecuting attorney, they knew that I was not a bad person. They just knew that I needed a lot of help, and they went ahead and gave me drug court. Drug court was the best thing for me. It structured me. It gave me discipline, and that's what I needed in my life at that time. I graduated in 2017, and then shortly after I moved to Kentucky.
Now a family man, Cooper is active in his church and says he just wants to share his story with others who may be battling similar issues.
And I just want to be able to tell people and show people, like, hey, you know, you can push through things no matter how hard it is, or no matter what you're battling through. Sometimes you have to go through the hardest of things to push through it, and you see the light at the end of the tunnel.
For WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage. That was a good story and some fancy moves there for sure. Well, some good news for families in Madison County. Another round of PEBT payments are set to hit cards this week. Summer PEBT provides food benefit assistance for the months of June, July, and August of 2022 for families that can use this to replace meals children would have otherwise received at child care facilities or at school. The program is an extension of the PEBT for school year 21 and 22. This summer's PEBT provides a one-time issuance of $391 per child. Children will receive the PEBT benefits on active SNAP EBT cards. If you have any questions, you're asked to call 859-306-8959 for more information. And we have more information up on the Madison County School Board website about that as well. Well, the Laurel County Sheriff's Department is asking for your assistance in finding a missing juvenile. Isaiah Nolan, age 17, has been reported missing. He was last seen in the Blackwater Church Road of London, about 10 miles east of London. That was on September the 21st of this year at approximately 4:50 p.m. He has not been seen since. He is 6 foot tall with 350 pounds, blue eyes, blonde hair that falls just below the shoulders. He was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, black jogging pants, and white gym shoes, and carrying a black backpack. Anyone who knows of his whereabouts are asked to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. Investigator Dustin Saylor is working that case. If you have any information, you're asked to contact them. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We've got news, we've got weather, we've got sports. We've got it all right here on WBON at Channel 9. Stay tuned.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking employees who want to work now, and they are ready and willing to help you get started today.
When you first come here, you'll be with me for 5 weeks, and we will teach you the book work, which consists of PowerPoints, some physical activity.
Working at the Fayette Corrections facility is a job you can be proud of.
When I leave at home, I would tell my kids that, hey, I'm going to work to keep the bad guys in so you all be safe on the outside.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. Give them a call at 888-4-ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokeduk, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Feeling like some fall temperatures out there is a big difference from what we had yesterday. We've got meteorologist Todd Nelson in the Weather Center to let us know what we can expect for the rest of the week and the weekend.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Madison HVAC Weather Center. As we mentioned yesterday, today would have felt very much different than it did earlier this week, and that certainly was the case. A little bit breezy at times, but that ultimately helping to drop in some of that cooler, drier air. As you notice, this band of clouds to the south associated with that front on the northern edge of that, again, that cooler, drier air settling on in, and that's exactly what we'll be dealing with tonight. 70 degrees at 6 p.m., falling through the 50s as we approach midnight tonight. The winds, again, will actually be a little bit calmer overnight, but this is what it'll feel like at 7, 8 p.m., still in the 60s, but then early tomorrow morning, it is going to feel more like the mid-40s, so a clear and cool night coming up. First full day of fall tomorrow, of course, just after 7 and 8 p.m. here, Central and Eastern time. That's when the sun's most direct rays shining over the equator, and a couple of showers this upcoming weekend. But this is the forecast. Max dew point on Friday into the mid-40s, and then we start to see those dew points climb a little bit Sunday, but then falling back down to very comfortable levels into next week. So no weather worries tonight. Friday is going to be another nice day with some sunshine. Again, a very cool night tonight coming up with those temperatures falling into the low and mid-40s. If you do happen to have the windows open tonight, you might find yourself reaching for that extra layer, no question. But definitely a cool start tomorrow, and then getting into the upper 60s to the lower 70 range. But that'll be a good 5 to 10 degrees below average for this now late September. And again, first full day of fall tomorrow will definitely feel fallish. On Saturday, could have a couple of isolated showers popping up here and there. Temperatures will be into the mid-70s, but the extended temperature outlook at the end of the month, early October, does keep things a little cooler. Better chance of thunder, Gwendolyn, on Sunday. And look at that. As we head into our last full week of September, it looks even cooler.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, October the 11th is the last day to register to vote, according to the Madison County offices. You can register online at goky.gov, or you can go in person to the clerk's office at the branch in Richmond at 101 West Main Street or at 304 Chestnut Street in Berea. Well, this week, the Madison County Detention Center welcomed some new members of the jail staff. Mitchell Grader, Derek Billings, Sean Short, James Vanover, Ashley Reeves, and Roman. They were all welcomed to the team. They are pictured here during their official swear-in performed by County Judge Executive Reagan Taylor. Congratulations to those new members of the team over there at the Detention Center. Well, today in Frankfort, Police Department released this photo of a suspect who earlier this week allegedly stole several $100s worth of equipment from a local location on Riley Road. That happened between 3:15 and 3:45 a.m. If you recognize the individual in the photo, you're asked to contact Officer Wallace. That phone number is 859-875-8582. We've got another missing person to tell you about. A missing persons report is out today out of Menifee County, where the sheriff's office there says Jennifer Harvey hasn't been seen by her family in several weeks. They are asking for your help. If anyone knows of her whereabouts, you get asked to please contact the Menifee Sheriff's Office with any information that you might have regarding that missing person. Moving over to Versailles, police say the city of Versailles Chevy pickup truck was stolen from the city garage last night. You can ask to be on the lookout for the green stolen truck, and if you have any information, you're asked to please contact Officer Ben Hartley. He can be reached at 859-873-3126. And with that, we're going to take another quick break. We've got lots more news to cover, and we've got sports coming up with Michael Watkins. We had big news yesterday in girls golf. Today, we've got some news in the boys golf game. We got more on that coming up right after this break.
Check out Richmond's second annual Millstone Festival this October 1st. Hang out downtown, listen to live music, shop with local vendors, or chow down at one of the many food trucks starting at 11 a.m. and ending at 10 p.m. You'll have the whole day to listen to bands like Rags to Riches, Vintage Voodoo, and Grayson Jenkins. With a cruise-in car show and a time capsule ceremony, there's plenty to do this year at the second annual Millstone Festival.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
You can catch the best of the West right here on WBON, Richmond's very own Channel 9. On Draw Western Theater.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. One day after the Madison Central girls golf team wrapped up a second-place finish in the region golf tournament, it was the boys' turn yesterday. Michael Watkins has a recap of the second straight region golf title for the Madison Central boys and an inside look with the head coach. Here's Michael Watkins with the Sports Report.
Yesterday, the Madison Central boys golf team pulled away and came out with a 7-stroke win in the Region 9 Boys Golf Championship held at Kearney Hills in Lexington. As a team, the Indians shot 12 under par, a 276 for the course, led by Mason Hamrick, who shot a 67 and tied for the individual win before losing in a one-hole playoff. Warren Thomas shot a 68, as did Clay Pendergrass, to grab a tie for third place and help give the Indians the win. Earlier today, Kyle Congleton, head coach of the Central Boys golf team, spoke about his team's play yesterday and the exact moment that he knew his guys were going to secure back-to-back region titles.
Yesterday was my 7th region tournament that I've been in. There's not been a year really where it's not came down to those last few holes. We've been on the good side of it. We've been on the bad side of it. Yesterday felt different really from the start to the finish. LCA came out firing. We were playing basically a flawless round. None of my guys had made a mistake. A few putts we probably should have made, we didn't, but everything was going our way, and we were down 2 shots early. So kind of really when my 5-man got to 17 and Clay was kind of on 14, I was really confident where we were. I liked how my guys were handling themselves. They had that pep in their step. They were walking with a little swagger about them, that I say. And as a coach, that's what you want to see. They were just on a mission from the get-go. I knew if we could just get to the finish line that we were good. So definitely a different finish than any time I've coached or even played in. So it was definitely a different feeling to the end of a region tournament than I've ever been part of.
Clay Pendergrass has had a huge year for the Indians golf team and has been a big piece for this team for several years. That was one thing that Coach spoke about, and how his leadership set the tone for their win yesterday.
You got to give a lot of credit to Clay on how he led this team here the last couple of weeks. Mason has really stepped up for us, and Warren's just kind of our silent, quiet killer. He's totally different than Clay, and everybody just feeds off their energy. So at the end of the day, it's the guys putting in the work. They know what they got to do, and they know when it's time to show up come Wednesday morning, they got to bring their A game. And it was the best, in my 7 years of coaching that a team's ever played, not only in a region tournament, but any tournament. So got to give props to my 5 guys that really put in the work this week and to prepare for, the region tournament Wednesday.
The support for this team has been one big reason for the team's success, and Kyle spoke about those that helped support his guys yesterday as they brought home the title.
We had 5 times more than anybody there.
Wow.
We had all my young kids, people's parents, my kids that weren't even playing, their parents over there watching, former players' parents they're watching, grandparents. Heck, my whole family seemed to be over there. Football players from Central over there. Also our principal and Randy Neely, the support, and right there during the middle of the day on a Wednesday. A lot of people do know the support we've had in this town, and it's unbelievable, financially what we've been able to get from people in this town this year. It takes a whole tribe, not just my team, not just me, not just Madison Central. It takes a whole town rallying behind a group of boys, a group of guys, and that's not just golf. It's happening in football right now, and Coach Shuthouse has always had a great following there with basketball. To be successful, it takes a whole town to be behind a team. And last year, we've really had that support. My team's felt it, and we always feel like we're playing for more than just Madison Central. We're playing for Madison County and Richmond, and that's what kind of motivates us to work and give our best effort every day.
This year will be the first time ever that the KHSAA will hold a semi-state with 8 teams competing on Monday in Winchester, and 3 of those advancing to the state tournament. Once those tee times for Monday are announced, we'll pass that info along to you. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update, and congratulations to the boys and girls golf teams over there. It looks like they're having a great year. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. More news coming up, including some news from the governor coming up right after this.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Chenault Vineyards has become a premier destination in Richmond for family and friends looking for fun and entertainment. The vineyard sits on 500 acres with breathtaking views and several different things for you to enjoy while you're there. Live music, tastings, tours, a walking trail, or maybe you'd like to host your own event at the vineyard. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to check out the complete list of upcoming events. Like them on Facebook to stay informed, or like Chenault Vineyards on Instagram.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
Want to make dinner a true winner? This is temptation times 12. Get the ultimate family meal at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken with our 12-piece family meal at a great price. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the law office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. We've got an update from the governor in a story we've been following here on Live at 5 for a while now. Kentucky Emergency Management and the Kentucky State Police are continuing search efforts to locate 2 missing Breathitt County citizens. Vanessa Baker, a 60-year-old woman, and Nancy Cundiff, a 29-year-old woman, both from the Lost Creek community. If you have any information about their whereabouts of either of these individuals, you're asked to please contact KSP Post 13 in Hazard. That phone number is 606-435-6069. Those individuals have been missing since the flooding in eastern Kentucky. Well, this past Saturday, Berea Police report receiving a complaint against a male subject allegedly under the influence behind the Dollar Tree near some dumpsters. Upon arrival, police report locating and identifying a subject, 33-year-old James Willis. According to the citation, Willis drifted in and out of consciousness while speaking to officers. Police report observing pinpoint pupils on Willis. Allegedly, as Willis began to explain his tiredness, he started to uncontrollably vomit. EMS arrived on scene to check Willis, but he was searched for weapons before seeking medical attention. There, Willis admitted having a needle in his pocket. Willis also allegedly told police that he was under the influence of heroin. After a pat-down, police report finding a small baggie of marijuana and a crushed-up substance believing to be heroin in his pocket. Willis was arrested and lodged and charged with possession of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, first degree, and public intoxication. Thanks so much for joining us today. We've had a great time here Live at 5. We'll be right back here tomorrow. More news and the Weekender tomorrow, so don't miss that. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.